So one of my favorite stories about the kids working when they were in high school is, Sam, you had graduated to being an install helper, and you were supposed to be 16, but for some reason, maybe you didn't have a car. I took you to work at 6:30, and you were to call me when you were done. Well, you never called, and it got to be like 9:30 at night, and so I called the install manager and said, "Where is my son? What have you done with my son?" He said, "We work until the job is done," and you called about a half hour later. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. That was I remember that, definitely.
I have a story. My first job, I was a mechanics helper. I did decals on the trucks, but then there was this one summer where we got this truck from like Louisiana, and it was a special plumbing truck, and inside though it was filled with about 4 inches of mud, and it was enclosed, so and you couldn't really stand up tall. So for about 2 weeks I was in the back of this truck in 100 degrees with like mud everywhere, trying to like basically scrape it with a toothbrush. And that was character building. Oh, I learned how to drive a stick shift in the old Avie Mae parking lot, and I was 14. I'd never driven really a car before even.
That was a tiny parking lot.
It was a tiny parking lot. It was a big box truck with a stick shift, and Trevor asked me to move it, the mechanic, and so I was excited to get the keys, and I went out there and I turned it on and tried it, and because it's stick shift, and then I finally started going, and then there was this little concrete like docking bay, and I just totally scraped the side. And then with the old building, you always had to drive past Dad's office, and so I freshly scraped it and then squeaked on by, and had quite an adrenaline rush.